Hey everybody, Ken here. The last time we left off on the battleship Aurora, in the process of rescuing the princess again, which seems to be a common thing that keeps showing up in this game. Having to rescue the princess. By the way, I don't recall if I mentioned it last time, but I found that I figured out what it is about Pathraz that I really am not a fan of. Now, the way that I like to do his like the voice for this character, because of the fact that he's kind of a big kind of even though he's a lizard man, I think of him as a kind of like a turtle man because of the armor that he has, the metal stuff that's on him. I do a very slow, plodding voice for him, which fits in with his very low agility. But the more I think about it, this is actually the thing that I have the biggest issue with, is the fact that he has such pitifully low agility. It actually doesn't make sense that this character has such low agility. It really is very weird. Because his entire kit is centered around his whole summoning thing. But since he has such low agility, you can't depend on his summoning thing. And even if you were to hard invest in his agility, so let's see, we get 1 here. And 2 here. So you get a total of 3 to his base, bringing him to a 19 cap. Yes, he has a cap of 19 agility. Which means that, if we were to get lucky and get him a Grimoire shard that makes it that when he levels up, he gets an extra agility, ring his base, that we can get his base up to 20. Even with that, the best that we can hope for from him, if we can get him to 20 base agility, the best we can hope for from him is around an extra 18 agility, maybe. That's giving him nothing but full agility, which would make him definitely faster than the other characters. As long as we don't invest in anyone else, getting him a bunch of extra agility would be definitely helpful. But the thing is, the fact that his base kit doesn't make it that he has high agility is very weird. Because there's no reason to use Pathraz. Right now, I have to use him because we're at a point in the game where we don't have access to Len. But setting up this combo doesn't work. There's just, by the time you get here, everything's dead. So what's the point, really? If he was much faster, then it would just make this a much better character altogether. I don't get why it is that they set him up the way they did. And also, I took great offense to the fact that during that cutscene where they escaped, they had him take out 4 guys with with his summoned weapons. Like, oh, so I can't summon 4, but cutscene Vithraz can summon 4. Okay. I see how it is. And this is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I mean, come on. It's already hard enough to believe that this thing is flying at the speed where these clouds are just soaring by. And that all of these crates aren't just flying off, and that we aren't just being jettisoned off at this speed. But you have these just sitting on the little bridge right here. On the edge of the bridge. Everything here is gone. Everything here is gone. Nagamaki. How much stronger is that? And I'm guessing that's for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So then what she's currently using, it's 7 stronger. Oh, no, sorry. It's 9 stronger. And this just has a Katana Mastery thing on it, so it's a worthy upgrade. Worthwhile. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything else for us to get here. So let's just move on a little forward, see if we can see our next... Yeah, we can't enter these because they're red. But this is green. So there's an up and there's a left. Yeah, we can't go this way. We have to go up. So we have to loop back around at some point. Which floor do you want to go? It's a good question, man. I guess we'll go to 3 first. See what's here. Alright. Now if we go to 4. Oh, we go to 4 and 5. Yeah, 4. Interesting. Multiple objective spots. Okay, so that's 3 here. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Huh. And there's still... Is there a chest there on every floor? Go to 4. No. So... On 4, we can actually go this way. Okay, yes. I understand now. 5 is where we started from. That's why we didn't see it on the list the first time. Yeah, so this is the port that we were at. And that's why that chest is right there. Notepad 3. Yeah, 3 has no that way. Okay, so let's go. Okay, thank you. So... yeah, so 3 is for saving Len. 4 is for getting the sky armor. What's up, bro? Are you part of the crew? I've never seen you before. Nobody told you about the prisoners, huh? Cool. The Scanian fleet will meet us at the border between Gratara and Roland Fields. Thank you for the cash. How about you? What you got for me? Some sweets. Good. Haven't used sweets yet, but maybe at some point now. You value in using it. Let's finish checking up here. The brother. Do you know why the airship is called the Aurora? Oh, do you want to know why the airship is called the Aurora? Yes, I'm very interested. Prince Frederick named it when he visited the Aurora's sister ship, the Arnsreich. You know, military airships are often painted light blue on their underside to make them harder to see from the ground. For most airships, that makes sense, but not for the Aurora. The ship is a huge block in the sky. You can paint it any way you want, but you're still going to notice it. Prince Frederick was amused by this and said that this wide blue surface shines like the northern light in the sky, hence the name Aurora. I should be excited before the next battle, but Prince Frederick has assured us that there will be no fighting. Grand Grimoire will do the job for us. I'm only needed for takeoff and landing, so I'm just taking it easy here. What's up? One can almost feel sorry for Ascania's troops. They don't realize it yet, but they're about to be pulverized from one moment to the next. I grabbed your sweets. Yeah, so the fact we've gotten 2 sweets. In the JRPG where the scenario writing was better, I would assume that would mean that we have an encounter coming up where we would need to take advantage of TP healing items, but I don't think that's the case. I've never seen an airship like this before. Look around you. Everything is made of stone and metal. I wonder how many engines are needed to hold the weight of this ship in the sky. So it's another elevator to get us to that side. Can we get to 5 from here? We can. Let's get that treasure. Alright. Fine. Okay, so on this floor, they know to look for us. Didn't bother telling the other floors. Nothing to steal. No blade refraction, y'all. Would have been useful. Actually, can this do anything if you haven't summoned anything? Huh, it does still do damage. Okay. So it's not an all or nothing thing.
I thought I had become stronger these past few years, but now look at me. Knocked up like a common thief, and worst of all, unable to save my friends. They trusted me and threw down their weapons, and how am I repaying them? By signing their death warrant? I am still too weak. If only I had more power.
Princess!
Rob, Glenn, what are you doing here?
Kidnapping princesses is a quirk that is very difficult to get rid of.
Come with us, Len. We're going to steal the grimoire. You are heading for the stone? Speak no more. I shall join you.
Just be aware, the blood of Terran soldiers will be shed again.
I know. The situation has changed. My brother is about to use the Grand Grimoire. We need to stop it on behalf of the people of Valandis. We fight for every citizen of this land. Anyone who stands between us and the Grimoire can no longer be considered a fellow countryman. He is an enemy of Valandis.
Very good, but now, quickly!
I'm ashamed that I have to be saved like a damsel in distress. But now is not the time to whine.
And just had a anvil sitting right there, huh? Cool. And you happen to be here too. Alright. Might ask what a merchant's doing on a ship bound for the battlefield. Not like I've been following a group for the past few days. It's not like your expenses alone keep me and my family alive. You just have a bad sense of direction. Anyway, need something? Maybe. And the answer is no. You are offering nothing. Did we sell everything last time? We didn't. And their combat encounter right there. I think we did everything here last time. Oh, switch out TP. That'll be useful when you have access to that. This is pretty rad. A rank 3 that has a purity of 5. Its size is large, but all of the other ones are small. Nope, doesn't get any smaller. Yeah, so I'll leave it there for now. Should I bother fighting the other group? Because that's just the elevator over there. Yeah, there's no point. Right. We have Len back, so... Last time I must have decided on... this. Yeah, because Bethraz sets up Victor. Rob works with Sienna. Killian. Did we get him that? Yeah. Killian does have Wet Strike. So Killian sets up Victor and Len. And Victor sets up Len and Bethraz. Okay. So back to 5. Now we can go this way. Get our treasure. More sweets. Okay, so I guess we're going to be passing through... Gonna be like something over here that we can get down to here to get this way. Oop. There we go. A winged cape. Winged cape. So 15% agility. So winged cape has a rank 2 agility up. Does anybody have agility up? Yeah, he does. No, so it's a rank 1. Agility up starts at 15. So to get him 1 over Victor. But that's not really a benefit, so... Okay. So now we know that we can't do Len and Victor. Because by the time Victor's next turn comes around, they've already run out of dry. The issue is the same is true for Thraz and both himself and Victor. Yeah, so he can't combo heavy for himself. And if Victor goes directly before Bathraz, then most likely by the time Victor's next turn comes up, the same thing will happen where it'll just wear off. Because they're both so slow. Yeah, it's weird that they have that combo set up for them. Oh. They can stagger when they don't hit? That's stupid. That is dumb. Very, very dumb. Yep, that was a mistake. You know, considering that these are the knights that were trained to be on the airship, like, shouldn't their weakness be earth and not wind? Because they should have been trained for being buffeted against the wind, right? Hmm. Let me get to that guy there. Yep, that's a boss hallway, right? Tyranian Sky Armor. Strong against water, weak against wind, cannot be stolen from. Wow. Didn't drop anything, huh?
Sky armors. And even 2 airships to choose from. Fate's on our side for once again. Fate's on our side once again. Glenn, you take the sky armor. You will try and locate the Pegasus ship in the Grand Grimoire with one of the airships. Yes.
Huh. Okay. So why would Killian do this? I'm trying to think of like a reasonable narrative purpose for this. Before I let the text explain. Because there's a few different theories that I have right now. First is that obviously, possibly Killian has been working for, her brother the whole time, and so he needs to make sure they don't get away with her. The other is that Killian has actually been trying to get close to her in order to disrupt their government by enraging their kings in order to give himself a legitimate claim to what's the term I look for here? Not antagonize. Villainize. There we go. Villainize the Tyrrhenian Empire. Or Killian is actually, one of the, like the people from, like whatever is going on with that church sect. Because, I mean, honestly, it kind of feels like from the limited amount of interaction we've had with that part of this world, it kind of seems like the church is actually part of like some like some kind of corporation, like some kind of like global, not an organization, but an actual like a company that like one of their products happens to be the church. Which if that happens to be the case, that's really weird. But if he's one of them, then maybe he is trying to secure her for, like Raphael or somebody. Let's see if they don't go any of those routes. Ouch. Killian? This is where our paths part. Glenn, you gotta trust me on this.
Unhand me right now.
You bastard! Hands off the princess!
Wait, I don't understand. What's the meaning of this, Killian?
We take the airship and leave Valandis, together with Len. Trust me and come to my side. I will explain everything later. I don't understand. You said we. I mean, are you going with the people in front of us? Who's the we that you're talking about? Because if you're still going with them, then this is unnecessary. Do not move. I like Len, but I will not hesitate to harm her. I knew you could not be trusted.
What madness has taken you, Killian?
Madness? Do you believe we have lived all this time on my family's money alone? That source dried up a long time ago. I was forced to take a second job as a scout for my benefactor.
Who paid you for this? Iskanya? Gravos?
You said you were going to Volandes, right? So it was Nebrelia, wasn't it? I received this mission in Torment. As a hostage, you will make sure that less blood will flow in the upcoming war against Nebrelia.
How can you betray us? Where are your principles?
Don't speak of principles. We have been trying to revive the Band of the Iron Bull for several months now. How many people have we killed since then? How many people have we killed on this airship alone? We can skip all of the bloodshed if we sell her to Nebrelia. Okay, so it was actually Nebrelia. He wasn't being vague before when he didn't say that's who gave him the mission. That's what I'm wondering now. Is Nebrelia actually like a faction that we've only heard referenced, or are they actually the like that corporation entity that that runs the church?
How can you be sure of this? You said yourself that the path we are taking is paved with corpses. There is no other route. Why should it suddenly be so simple?
You think I'm wrong?
I do, Killian. I can't follow you. There's as much blood in your path as there is on mine. But at least I can walk mine with my head high.
You of all people want to go your own way? You who always held my hand? Don't make me laugh. Then go forward with your head held high. Remember that the one who always looks upward will stumble at some point. Before you know it, you'll be one of the corpses, a part of the pavement. I, on the other hand, will never lose sight of this path.
Killian. Enough! I told you that I had enough of being a damsel in distress.
Actually, you didn't. You said that to yourself.
This is the end of it.
I'm going to murder this pig.
We do not have the time for that, Glenn. We do not have the time for that. Glenn, get to the sky armor. Glenn. Yes.
Damn it. I mean, it was a bad plan. I don't know what to tell you, man. You tried to kidnap the princess in front of a group that includes not only someone who can use magic with their voice, not only someone who is known notoriously as the greatest thief in the world, and that you've seen steal stuff directly in front of you without you being able to notice. Not only with someone who is an amazing marksman that you've been in combat with many times, but also with a dude who can literally just manifest weapons out of the air. I mean, it's a weird end goal, you know?
You hear me, Glenn? I read for you these things have radios. I hear you. Not much time to get accustomed to your new gear. Listen, there are several sky armors approaching. Don't fly over there. Don't fly over here. You must take the route through the machine room. Leave the Aurora through the exit south of the elevator. Understood. Killian, why? No, I must focus on the Grand Grimoire. The time has finally come. I won't let the events of the Weird Shearer repeat. I will stop the Grand Grimoire.
Sky Armor 1. When calling upon your Sky Armor, it is immediately dropped in your location. Board your Sky Armor by pressing left button. Exit your Sky Armor by pressing right button. A Sky Armor has two modes of traversal, Hover Mode and Fly Mode. In Hover Mode, your Sky Armor travels on the ground level. In Hover Mode, your Sky Armor travels on ground level and has similar boundaries as when journeying on foot. However, your Sky Armor can hover over surfaces that are approximately on the same level as the ground, for example, the ocean. In Fly Mode, your Sky Armor can fly over every obstacle. In the Aurora hangar, only Hover Mode is available. Entering an encounter while using your Sky Armor triggers a new battle mode. In this mode, there are two big changes. 1. Instead of switching party members, the Sky Armor can now switch gears by pressing right button. Once per turn, the Sky Armor can switch their gear up one level. When switching gears while in Gear 2, the Sky Armor jumps back to Gear 0. Oh, that's funny. The Sky Armors use manual transmission. In Gear 1, Sky Armors deal and receive normal damage. Skills have normal TP cost. In Gear 2, Sky Armors deal and receive more damage. Skills cost more TP. In Gear 0, Sky Armors deal and receive normal damage. They cannot use any skills. Attack, defend, and use items to restore a huge amount of TP in addition to the actual action. In Gear 2, your Sky Armors become killing machines, but run out of TP very quickly. Switch to Gear 0 to restore their TP before switching back to Gear 1. Be able to use skills again. Make sense? 2. The overdrive bar functions differently. The cursor starts in the middle. There is now no overdrive area, but instead 2 overheat zones. You want the cursor to stay out of these areas. Skill types no longer influence the cursor direction. The direction of the cursor is now determined by the gear the Sky Armor is in. Actions used in Gear 1 move the cursor to the right. Actions moved in Gear 2 move the cursor to the left. Gear 0 does not move the cursor. Switch your Sky Armor into the right gear to not only deal additional damage or restore TP, but to also juggle the overdrive bar between the 2 overheat zones. The skills available in battle depend on the weapon type chosen. Every weapon type comes with its own set of 4 skills. A Sky Armor can equip a melee weapon, a long-range weapon, equip a melee weapon and a long-range weapon for a total of 8 skills. Not all 4 skills of a weapon are available from the beginning. The pilot needs to raise their proficiency in a particular weapon type in order to learn the skills. Proficiency is raised by winning encounters in the Sky Armor and earning set SP. The SP earned will then be dispersed among the pilot's proficiencies, with the largest portion going to the weapon equipped, and the remainder evenly distributed to the others. Interesting. So in the Sky Armor, the progression system becomes the equipment Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but like, you know, there's a system from Final Fantasy IX, like where you accrue ability points while wearing a piece of equipment, and then you gain those as passive skills that you can use the jewels to invest in. Sky Champion. That's the achievement I just got for reaching this point. Cool. That is cool. Why can't I go there? Alright. I should be able to switch it to Gear 2 to deal more damage. Yep. Gear 2. Poison Salvo and Piercer. Yeah, start off with Poison Salvo. Now do a Piercer. Wow, okay. Okay, so that's how we get that. Uh-oh. We've reached the enemy, Your Highness. Good. Has General Godfrey finished channeling his magic? Almost, Your Highness. Your Highness, our prisoners have stolen an airship. Celestia's baggage, Take him down. Yes, sir. A moment. It's the princess. Princess Celestia appears to be on the ship. What is she thinking? Your command, Your Highness. No choice but to ignore them. Concentrate on General Godfrey. As you command. Look over there. It's the Pegasus. I don't even have to look to feel that all that ether being channeled. That is General Godfrey. We met him in Eden. He has been channeling some spell like that for hours. This spell, this ether, this is not a power a human should be able to wield. And right behind them is a purple sky armor. That is our target. Gling, can you hear me? Yes. Have you discovered the grimoire? Look to your right. General Godfrey seems to be casting a powerful spell right now. Behind him is a sky armor carrying the Grand Grimoire. I see him. Wait, what is this? What power? I have never seen anything like this. That was no common spell.
Something tells me that Grain tinkered with it.
Glenn, the general is getting into the sky armor. He will try to use the grimoire behind enemy lines.
Not if I get him first.
What are you doing?
Here's the one the radio message was about. Get him. You think you can stop me?
Who the heck is this pilot? He fights a command man.
Don't stand in my way. The purple sky armor's over there. What was that? Knights attacking a sky armor in midair? Damn it, they're too fast.
Valkyries. Are they flying? Magically enhanced jumping power and gliding. They are anti-sky armor unit.
We have to do something about them.
Get me closer to Glenn. What do you plan to do? The commander of the Valkyries is traditionally the highest ranking female member of the royal house. In other words,
I can't do anything. Len!
go Glenn, this is your chance.
Find an opening. Okay. Why is this auto completing? I'm almost there. I hope this stone really spares its user.
Stop right there.
Oh? Who are you? What do you want?
My business is with the stone. Give it to me and I will spare you.
How foolish. Naivety guides your tongue.
Then let me speak with my sword.
I guess I'll go one more.
I have it.
Ooh, what are you thinking? You should have left the stone alone.
I'm trying to save people.
Look out!
Why is Terran shooting at me?
You're close enough to the enemy. They want to shatter the Grand Grimoire.
No. I won't let them. The events of Weird Cheer will not repeat.
Then dive, man. Stop being in a straight on trajectory with their cannons. Just dive. Alright. Or don't, and let the thing get shot so it can explode a whole country. Whatever. Do what you want.
What is happening?
Grand Grimoire is generated on ground level, Your Highness.
Celestia, is this your doing? Is your doing? Why have you forsaken me?
What a terrible weapon.
It is unimaginable that such destructive power is in the hands of a human. Our faith promotes technical development and thus the prosperity of this world, but sometimes this development scares me.
You're wrong, Eva. That weapon is beyond something a human could ever develop. It is the power of God. Well then.
So finally they show themselves. What do you mean, my beloved?
You cannot see them, but their never-blinking gaze is searching for the stone. The guards are getting nervous once again. Once again, their weapon has been used without their consent.
If they are gods, why don't they take the grimoire back?
Because they do not care about the stone itself. You must know that in the history of Eldrea, there has never been a people of greater pride than them. The theft was the worst insult they had ever suffered. All they care about is finding the thief who stole it and taking revenge for the shame he spilled upon them.
And? You think they will find you?
You underestimate me, June.
Even the gods don't scare you, huh?
How else would I be able to kill them? There's only one force I fear.
And what is that?
Time. Okay.
Look at me. Once again, I'm failing while the world around me collapses. Glenn, you can't.
Leave me alone.
I know that you...
I don't want to hear it. How can something like this happen to me? Twice! What kind of game is fate playing with me? What am I even saying? Fate has nothing to do with it. It's no one else's fault but mine. Killing was right. What good can I do on my own?
Glenn.
Don't come near me. I am death incarnate. I am... What am I even?
Act Tracer. Achievement unlocked.
Even without their most powerful weapon, the Grand Grimoire, Terran was able to destroy Ascania's fleet. The Grimoire's explosion still had an effect, however, intimidating the remaining troops all over the country.
Oh, they must have said they failed to destroy Ascania's fleet. Otherwise, this doesn't really make sense.
By the time Prince Frederick's first foot soldiers marched across Roland, Ascania had already surrendered. For the first time in the long history of Valandis, the country found itself united under a single ruler. 2 days after the end of the war, King Valheim III of Terran died and his son Frederick took the royal crown. But this was not to be the end of the bloodshed in Valandis. Since time immemorial, the kingdoms of Nebrelia to the west and Arnsreich to the east eyed Valandis as strategically astute stronghold. Only Nebrelia's eternal civil war and Arnsreich's pacifist king have so far spared Valandis an invasion. But with the appointment of Drexlar XVI as king of Nebrelia, the civil war has ended. Now one of the largest enemies of Eldrea is mobilizing against Valandis. Or largest armies of Eldrea is mobilizing against Valandis. Instead of lowering taxes for his people, King Frederick found himself forced to raise the levies once again. Able-bodied men were drafted from every corner of the country. As a result, public discontent reached a new high. Even among his own countrymen, the first resistors were soon rallying. Finish the quest.